Grip Me Tight by Lex, read by Crystal. The weather was nice, clear skies everywhere, and that's why the turbulence came from nowhere. And Dean didn't even realize his hand gripping tightly Cass until he didn't even know how long. How long was he holding his hand before he realized? Seconds? Minutes? Oh God, more? The other hand wasn't moving, nor releasing. His own, it was holding on, not forcefully, but firmly. Dean didn't have the courage to move his head and look at Cass. A part of him wanted to avoid eye contact, but another part was curious to see his expression, his reaction, his face. Slowly but surely, he turned his face toward the seat beside him, being careful not to move his hand, not to attract attention. When he finally was in range to see it, the angel's face was relaxed and sleeping, his eyes closed, his lips slightly parted. Past the initial disappointment, Dean paused and maybe for the first time really looked at that face. He looked tired, actually exhausted. The wrinkles near his eyes accentuated. And since when did he have those bags? Is it possible that Dean never noticed before? A strange sensation pervaded him for a moment. Like when you see a baby sleeping and you want to protect it at all costs. And he felt with every fiber of his being a painful pressure in the pit of his stomach and the strongest compulsion to caress his temple. What the hell, he thought to himself, still being careful not to move too much and wake the angel. He could feel his cheeks flush, and his hand, that hand, became very warm all of a sudden. His palm was sweating, his heart rate was fastening. He felt a single drop of sweat coming down his temple. What the hell? He thought again. This is not normal. The hand twitched. Crap. No, don't wake up. But he wasn't sure he believed his own thoughts. Maybe he wanted him to wake, to see him, to keep holding hands like it was the most important thing in the world, most natural. What in the world is happening to him? He was feeling like a stupid teenager with a crush. A crush. But this was Cass. Cass? And in all that thinking, he didn't realize the two sleepy blue eyes looking at him, smiling. His eyes were smiling. Dean just stared at those smiling blue eyes for a moment. And for a moment, he felt no shame. Just bliss. Just for a moment. Then the shame came back, creeping inside his head, and his eyes went down to his knees. He didn't know what to say, or what to do, or where to look. He was fidgeting with his free hand, the other still firmly holding on. And then he felt Cass's presence being closer to him, to his face, until he could literally feel the angel's nose on his cheek. What the hell? He thought again. Dean, the familiar gravelly voice whispered. You're holding my hand. Yes, I am. You don't have to apologize. But he could feel his face glowing red again. It's perfectly fine. I don't mind at all. His face turned so fast, he swore he could feel a muscle rip. You don't? A sweet smile slowly appearing on the angel's face. No, I don't. I quite enjoy it. You do? His eyes grew bigger and bigger, and without even realizing it, his face went closer to the others. I do, another whisper, while his lips parted again. Is he gonna kiss me? Dean thought, or screaming at him to move away. But his body wouldn't. Cass planted the softest kiss on Dean's nose, turned his head to the front, closed his eyes, and proceeded to sleep again. Dean stared at him for a while, expecting he didn't know what to happen, but nothing. The angel started to softly snore. Dean's nose was itchy. He touched it with his free hand, still holding on, but his hand wasn't unpleasantly warm and sweaty anymore. It was nice. It felt safe, and he liked it a lot. So he dozed into a restful and dreamless sleep, without shame, only content. The end.